welcome back to the channel. Wow, it's getting really exciting here. I know it's coming up to Christmas, but Christmas isn't what I'm excited about. As you will have seen, we ordered at the NEC in October a brand new Elddis Whirlwind Evolve 554 Caravan. And it was put down on the order form, springtime, sooner if you can. Well, we went with Active Leisure as our dealer again, as we did with our 304. And yet again, they've surpassed themselves. Not only have we already had 3, maybe even 4 updates from them as to what's going on. We've already been told our Caravan is being built now. Actually, it was the beginning of this week that they've started to build it. They are expecting delivery in January. And I don't want to hope too much, but we could even have it as early as mid-Jan. Yeah. Just don't need Christmas. I want my Caravan. Yeah, I am like a real child. I just can't believe it. Again, it shows me what service should be like. Many of you will probably know that we ordered a very different Caravan before we ordered our 304. Not only were we quoted many months to get it, we got no updates. A few weeks before we emailed, before the due date, nothing. We started phoning, nothing. No indication of timescales, dates, progress, nothing at all. In the end, we actually got banned from the stand for the dealer at the NEC when we went back again and went to ask them about what we were getting and when it might be. We were refused sale of that Caravan. But again, Active Leisure has shown us what customer service should be like. So, fantastic. I know there's loads of time yet, shouldn't count my chickens, etc. But there we are. So we're going to be doing modifications again, as you probably guessed. Again, I don't want to do anything permanent. I don't want to do anything that can impact our warranty, cause any problems, etc. I want to do some stuff to make it more usable. We do go off grid. So the main thing we're going to do, because this Caravan already has solar, the main thing we're going to do is swap the battery out again. And this time I've gone for something bigger. I'm going to try and pick this thing up. We have gone for a Renogy 200 amp hour battery, lithium battery. Now, it is too big to fit in the battery box, but it is lighter than the lead acid that you get. So let me just put this back down on the floor as standard. So we are going to save weight, but I need to work out how to wire it. We have also bought a bit of a beefier power supply. the one we had in the 304, that's all removed already, ready for handover. It was an eco-worthy and it worked perfectly, but it was, I'm not going to say loud. It had a fan, it produced noise. So when it was charging at any real rate, you could hear it. And I saw this charger again from Renogy. It's completely passive, no fan needed at all. It's got protection, overheat protection, etc. So if it does start to overheat, it will slow itself down and things. So I've got one of those, and we have stuck with Renogy, but we have built something. So as all of the cables go into the battery box for the battery and all the electrics, we don't want to drill anything. We don't want to reroute all of the cables that we don't need to. So we have built a fake battery. Here it is. So this is the size that will go into the battery box. What we've got on the back here is just the same as we've got in the 304. This is the Renogy DC 30. This will take the current from the car. This will take the current from the solar panels and from the charger, and make sure that it's all going at the right voltage, at the right ampage, that it's going to charge the battery in a safe way. Got a big fuse here. So the battery is going to connect the existing posts that go to the battery. They're going to connect to these, which will be connected to these bus bars. We are then going to use the motor mover cables that go into the van. We're going to disconnect them from the motor mover, connect them to here. So this is going to connect up into the van, and then the battery will sit under the seat next to the motor mover. That's where the charger will sit. So we're using that space for the battery box for the charger, the DC charger. Now, we don't want to overload anything. So again, like we have in the 304, you can turn down the settings in this Renogy. So rather than the 30 amps it supports, we're going to turn it down to 20. That'll match the current that the Caravan is designed for, because remember, we're using all the existing wiring in the Caravan. So by setting it to 20 amps, that's what the inbuilt charger in the Caravan would have been set to. And again, all we're going to do in the Caravan for the existing charger is disconnect it, take the plug out the bottom because it's just that standard kettle lead, plug in this new one, off we go. And then all we need to do is fused but connect up the motor mover again. So we've got cables here ready to reconnect the motor mover with a switch, and happy days. So yeah, just thought we'd give you a little update. Loads of other things as well that we're gonna be doing. You know, our most simple one. You know, what's this? Sticky black magnet sheet. Now, I don't know about you guys, but we like to buy souvenirs. Wherever we go, we will get a key ring, a magnet, etc. But where do you put them? The fridge in the Caravan's not magnetic. This stuff is perfect. Just stick it to the front of the fridge, cut it same size. You can't even tell it's there. You now have a magnetic fridge. You can put all your stuff on. So yeah, so that's what we'll be doing as well. Yeah, really excited. Love to hear if you think there's anything else that maybe we should be doing. Oh, I didn't mention, you know, obviously there is a solar charger in the van already. We're just going to bypass it, use the existing cabling, just connect the solar cables together so it goes to this Energy instead. Then we can monitor it all fully remotely using the Energy, the little one core screen that I've already got. So yeah, that's the plans at the minute. We're just really excited, waiting for that van to show up, waiting for that phone call. But yeah, if you've got any of the Elddis 554 range, I know we might be one of the first in the wild Whirlwind 554s if we're getting it within sort of just over a month, I guess. But yeah, if you've done anything to your 554 that has made it better, love to hear. Love any ideas. So I've got another video coming out Wednesday, and a few more still for this year. But otherwise, we'll leave it there and see you soon.